Some of you thought that bonsai was a delicate art form. Well, it kind of is eventually, but when you have rough material like this, you have to do some rough treatment. So just get rid of all those things that just gets in the way. Working real hard. 1, 2, 3. These two you saw, this was the third one. But I call this sort of the first step. If you don't have the foresight to cut this extreme from a very large, mature boxwood, it's very difficult to make anything in the future. Okay, this one you didn't see me show you all the steps, but basically it's the same technique, right? Cutting heavily, and maybe this one is the most extreme. And what I'm after on this series was to take something very large so that we have this very massive trunk. And I wanted to get it as short as possible. The same thought process as the shohin and base. And that's one of the strong features of this particular one here, is that it has a very strong base, okay? And it has a very thick trunk, and it has a nice turn. Actually, what I did was I tilted this and I cut off the main. I'll start fertilizing in a month or so, and this will flush out. Now, in a year to 2 years from now, I'm waiting for green growth to be here and cut it like that. So this apex maybe, well, one more turn here or a series of turns, it'll be about like that. So at this point, you can't know what the future will hold, but you can have an idea and say, this is what I want to do. Well, what I need now is rapid growth, lots of growth. Our Japanese boxwood that we started a couple years ago. Actually, I was going to shoot it a little sooner, but time being what it is, I didn't get around to it yet, which might be a good thing because it really had time to regain vigor. So what I'm going to do is to do the next step, which is cut it way back again into a very small but a dramatic. And as we back off, I keep my original option and my backup idea, but I took away enough of the material so that it doesn't interfere with the progress. Now, if this was really thick in here and it took away from the development of this, that's not a good idea. So I cut away, but I have this other option, but I'm still keeping with my original idea. So